Christian, you guys, and what I will be doing my lecture, my presentation about today is called La Rosca de Reyes. And I would personally use a note card, but I just don't find that professional, so I just decided to keep that way. But anyways, what um, what this means is basically kings. For those of you who don't know Spanish, but I hope for my presentation is for those of you who are non-Hispanic that you learn something from my culture. As far as the cultural artifacts, does anyone know what this is? What is it?
This is baby that's inside the rose.
Yeah, it's the baby that's inside the rosca. It's the rosca. It's a bread, and it's got like sweets in it and stuff. And basically, what you do is, depending on how big the family comes, like you invite cousins, you invite tias, like let's say it's 8 people that come to your house. You cut the bread up evenly, and each one gets a piece. And when you get a piece of the bread, you squeeze the inside to check if you got. To check if you got this guy. And basically, this guy is Jesus, supposedly. And this is supposed to bring luck to you for the rest of the year. I'm not sure how it goes. But anyways, I'm not sure if this applies for all the other countries, because everybody in Latin America and Spain celebrates this. But as far as Mexico, if you get this, you're supposed to make something handmade, like tamales or something that you can't buy in the store. And on February 2nd, sorry, this is celebrated on January 6th, by the way. And on February 2nd, the house in which the bread was cut, everybody comes in and brings whatever they made for the house. Even if you didn't get this, whoever was in the house, they come in and they eat. And one thing is that for Latin American countries, they don't believe in Santa. So on this day, what they do is they leave their shoes outside, and some of them put hay on it, because the kings travel in camels. I don't know how to draw camels. But, camels eat hay, so they leave their shoes outside, they put hay in them, and the next day they'll wake up, they'll take their shoes, and they'll get a present, depending if they behave good or not. It's kind of like Santa Claus. But, yeah, that's the way they celebrate it. And as far as connected to this culture is, my family is Mexican. We've been doing this like every year, and for me, I personally think if you're not Hispanic and you know the definition between the understanding of this culture and you celebrate it, I consider you guys to be part of the culture too. So, yeah. What else? Let's see. At the end, I hope you guys know what this guy is. One thing I forgot to mention is the bread you can't buy, obviously all year long. It's only 2 weeks before, or 3 weeks. Me personally, I like to buy it in Gallo Guido, but yeah, for those of you who are wondering why is there such a long line over there, then you know why, because it's the day everyone starts buying that bread and stuff. But one way to memorize this culture, this day, January 6th, La Rosca de Reyes, is just think about it if it's it's a day to get presents for Latin Americans.